What's up, Ryan K here, and this is Ask Ryan. I am just unpacking some questions that job seekers have sent me and recording my answer to them so that instead of just sending it to them, I can help everybody out. Today, I've got a question here from Brian, and Brian has an interesting question where it sounds like maybe he jumped into a job that really wasn't a fit for him, and now he's struggling with what to do next. He basically says he's having a hard time finding a job that fits his skill set, and he's about to be let go from his current job for not hitting his sales quota. What it really comes down to is that Brian has a background in marketing, but he's doing a sales job and trying to do both marketing and sales at the same time. It looks like maybe his main job is sales and his side hustle is marketing. And here's what the problem with that is that we think that marketing and sales are interrelated, but generally speaking, they're really not. Sales is a one-to-one activity. It is managing a relationship between me and a prospect. And depending on the type of sales job I've got, whether I get warm leads and I'm just helping them find the solution to their problem, or whether I have to go outbound and cold call and generate my own leads, it dramatically changes what it takes to be good at the job, whether we'll like doing it, and whether we can even be successful at it. There's a lot of sales jobs where you have to get your own leads, where, if I'm being honest, the company isn't setting you up to be successful. So, one part of that is when you think about getting a sales job, you need to be really specific about whether you want to be a prospector or whether you want to work with warm leads. And once you make that decision, then you have to methodically find a job at a company that is marketing driven, not sales driven. I know that sounds weird, but there are marketing driven companies, meaning the marketing department's job is to generate warm leads or hot leads for the sales reps, and the sales reps are more closers, versus a sales driven organization where it's the sales team's job to go out and find their own cold prospects, warm them up, and then close them. If you don't like prospecting, then you need to make sure that you are targeting companies and even industries where marketing generates warm and hot leads. So that's number one. If you don't like doing that sales job that way, but you want to stay in sales, then you need to probably look for a job that is more close driven versus prospecting driven. Number two, though, is marketing is a one-to-many activity. It's about driving mostly a one-way conversation, just like what I do every day, where I send out messages to millions and millions of people, and a percentage of them respond back and then probably flow through some type of a sales funnel. If marketing is where your actual passion's at, if you're more of a content writer or content creator, or if you're more of a methodical, analytical marketer using, say, pay-per-click or social media, or if you're more, want to be in the marketing metrics world or any of those things, they're very, very different from sales. What you can do on that side is you'll need to pick the type of marketing that you want to do. Because again, if you're an outsider, you think all marketing is the same, and it's not. Whether it's consumer marketing, meaning we want to make things look cool, and trendy, or whether it's business marketing, meaning we're here to solve a business problem and pain with in-depth knowledge about what the problem is and how to solve it, you need to pick business or consumer. That's number one. Number two, you need to decide what part of the marketing stack you're going to be working. Are you a creator, like a creative person who does design and graphics and videos? Are you a content creator, meaning somebody that actually comes up with information and knowledge to go in them? Are you more distribution focused? Are you somebody that can take, whether it's a video, a meme, a piece of graphic, or a piece of content and distribute it and get it in front of people? Or are you more of a conversion person, somebody who works the funnel and works the landing pages to convert and optimize the number of people filling it out? Or all of the above? All of those are different parts of marketing. They have pros and cons. They have different skill sets that are required and different talents and abilities. So you need to figure out which one you're a fit in, and then find somebody that you can see who's ahead of you on that path. Look at their resume and figure out what you need to do to make your resume look like their resume. Not just by changing what it looks like, but also filling in the gaps with learning skills. And HubSpot's a great place to go. HubSpot University has a ton of free training and certifications in different parts of marketing. So as you start to figure out who your spirited animal is, who the person is that you're trying to mimic and follow, then you can start unpacking the difference between your resume and their resume so that you can start making your resume look more like theirs. That is actually the common suggestion I give to almost anybody who's looking to figure out how to get into a job they're not in right now is go find somebody to follow. Go find somebody who's maybe 1 to 3 years ahead of you on the path you want to go on. Look at their LinkedIn profile, look at their resume, compare it to yours, and figure out what is it going to take for your resume to look like theirs. What are the skills? What software do they know? What certifications do they have? What have they studied? What have they learned about? What software did they use? What was the steps or pathway they took? What was the first job they got that progressed them along? Even interview them and talk to them. Chat with them on LinkedIn. Chat with them on Facebook and ask them this question right here. If you were me, what would you do next? What's the next thing you would learn? What's the next thing you would engage in? What's the next thing you would try to level up? And what's the next job you would try to get to progress my way from where I'm at to where you're at today? Those people will have amazing knowledge and insight, but also become a connection you can use to get a referral into that next job. So if I'm Brian, the very first question I got to ask, do I want to be in sales or do I want to be in marketing? If I'm going to be in sales, then my question will be, what kind of sales experience or job do I want? And how do I navigate my way into the right company with the right structure that will set me up for success? If I want to be in marketing, then completely change of topic, where it's saying, what kind of marketing do I want to do? Where will I be the most successful given my own traits and knowledge and what I want to learn? And then find somebody that you can mimic their resume and start leveling up your resume and your skills and knowledge to look more and more like them. Hopefully this video found you well. Brian, thank you so much for your question. I hope that if you're not Brian, you still got value from this. If you are in the sales or marketing world, if you're facing a similar dilemma, there are lots of ways to think about solving this problem. The number one takeaway, though, is it's up to you, not your employer. It's up to you, not your boss. It's up to you, not your manager, not your friends, not the people around you, your friends, family, your parents, anything like that. This is really just up to you. I just got done reading this book by Tony Robbins this last weekend, and the number one thing that stuck out at the very beginning, it says, people, their life and what they do and what their potential is usually confined by their mindset about whether they believe it's conditions that impact them or their decisions. Conditions are when we give away our power to solve our own problems. We say, well, it's the economy, it's my boss, it's the company, etc. It's my family, it's my upbringing. I don't have a degree, therefore I'm constrained, I'm confined, I'm stuck. If you're feeling stuck, most likely you're focused on your conditions, meaning it's not up to you. You're being controlled in the power you've given away to the outside world. In this instance, my suggestions to Brian were to take that power back by making decisions. Shorten up the cycle. None of these decisions are like life-altering per se that you can't go back and fix, but you're going to have to make some decisions and then take action towards it to navigate onto the right path you want to get on. And nobody can make those decisions except for you, because you're the one that knows what you want to do, what your strengths and weaknesses are, what you like and dislike. But the number one thing to do is get out there and get more context. Talk to some people. You'll find people online who are doing the job you want to do and engage with them. So I hope this video finds you well. If you have any questions, please feel free. You can go to Refer.io/AskRyan, or you can shoot me an email, askryan@Refer.io, ASKRYAN@Refer.io, and those questions will come to me. I'll make a video and I'll send you back the answer. So thanks so much, and until next time, good luck with your job search.